Well, hello, folks. It's finally time again. I didn't realize it had gotten so long since the last stream. It's been like 9 days, but hello, I'm back. And we're not going to be here for super long tonight. I got a pulled pork to make, but I did want to get this one done. There's a there's a thing that happened like a week or two ago now, I guess. I think it was before the SSG thing it actually took place, but in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States of America. More like the divided states, am I right? But in the United States, seismic 6.7 earthquake has been recorded as a fucking stampede of like 40-year-old very wide ladies with 17 cats have made their way to the Monsterotica convention. And you know, I don't know, there's like footage from this convention. I don't really want to look necessarily at the convention. I just want to take a look at some of the people that are like involved in the convention. Some of the people who are, you know, attending and what the convention has to say about them, what their websites have to say about them. We'll look at a few book titles, some covers, things like that. We're going to judge books based on covers today, folks. Yeah, I mean, if you're not familiar, I wasn't familiar. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a big deal on TikTok now for women to want to fuck animals. I mean, I know, I'm surprised too. A convention of, from what I can tell, 90%, 99% white ladies all seem to want to fuck animals. But they're not animals, they're like buff dudes, you know, but they nod them. You know what I mean? Like, they're as close to being bestiality as you can get away with in a sexual sense. You're being nodded by a big buff dude, and for some reason the lady that writes it is like gay or something. There's like 3 types of people apparently that write this stuff. I looked through some of it a little while ago, and it was pretty funny. And I thought I would take a look at it again. So we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time, folks. And like I say, I'm going to be, it's not a terribly long one today. We're just looking at this one thing. I know we usually go for 6 hours. I know. I know I've lost control over my stream, and usually we go for 6 hours doing like fucking whatever. But today, just a little focused, crazy. You know, we're gonna take a walk into the Monster Dong Con, and it's gonna be very exciting. Happy Pride Month, by the way, everybody. That's going to be relevant as we look at all of these women who seem to want to have sex with buff monster men. Yeah, so this is the Monsterotica Book Con. Don't mind the squeaking. And oh, come on, is it working? Alright, it works. Who's coming in 2025? Well, it's already happened, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's still happening. I think it was like last week. But thankfully the attendance page is still available here. And you can see as you scroll through, you know, some of these ladies who look like they would actually you on Twitter, you know. Some of these ladies who look like they have a lot to say about those little shits that go to the library where they work at. And then you have Simone Simons from Epica down here with a tit window. A lot of pit crew avatars. I'm sure that this lady looks like this. And then sometimes you get people that are a little more honest. You know, you get the occasional lady who looks pretty alright, you know, January Bell, you know, failing this, you can still, with a name like that, you can still be in porn. And, you know, you get some, oh man, this is a real whiz-bang boom right here. You know, you got this lady who looks kind of like a Shrek ogre with pink hair, with problem hair. You got this lady here who I'm certain has just the worst opinions in the world. I mean, just look at her. And then this lady who, on first thought, I did think was Amanda T, but I don't think it is. Also, here's Goth GF, everybody. This is the dark reality of Goth GF. This lady looks like an insufferable bitch who wouldn't shut up about her vagina in a comedy club I went to one time. So that's fun. But we're gonna, we're just taking a look at some of these bios here and what it says about them on their website and stuff, and the type of books that they read and everything. Or write, rather. I will say, I've heard some talk that these ladies might just be cranking shit out with ChatGPT. I've heard some rumors. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case, but when we see the types of books that these are, I wouldn't necessarily be too surprised. You got Alexis B. Osborne here, who looks like a Leezy. Probably just as annoying. Alexis writes monster, alien, and Omega-verse romance. Oh, baby. And she loves weird peen. Okay, well, she loves writing about weird peen, I should say. She is a USA Today and international bestseller. God is dead! I don't know if USA Today bestseller really matters, but still, God is dead! It's terrible, it's terrible. And we are pumped she's joining us. Oh, the pumping starts later, I'm sure. Weird peen, everybody. Get used to hearing about weird peen. I assume peen is how they get around the censors. How they're not allowed to say penis, probably, on TikTok. So they say weird peen. And we could go to her website here. Let me take a look here. We got to make sure it's all above board and we can actually look at it. I don't think there's anything wrong with Breeding Clinic here. A Heat verse novel, of course. And that looks like good stuff. That's the good stuff right there. Aliens, monsters, Omega-verse. The list could go on and on. Yeah, the website is not very good. It was very slow to load and kind of annoying. What do we have here? This is one of the books here. We've got available in ebook. And this is all the information you get about it on this page. I clicked on this trying to find more, but I found out it's available in ebook. Oh, great. Good page. Cool page. Engineering Fate, and you can see there's like a buff, sexy lion man. This is the Cheetah Men. This is the official Cheetah Men novelization that I've been waiting for. And yeah, we can read this now. Apparently, available in ebook. I didn't want the ebook. I just want to see some more like reviews of it. There's one here. I just finished reading this last night, and it was fantastic. ... The entire thing gave me Smutty and McCaffrey vibes. So if this is what you think, if you think this is what you need in your life, run toward it. I thought it was stellar, from some lady named Ruby Dixon, which again I think it's going to come up a lot. Just sounds like a porn name, which I guess is fair. You're writing essentially porn. So I mean that's that's probably for the, you don't want your real name on this fucking shit, that's for sure. We got Ice Planet Prison. We're gonna learn about a prison planet here, everybody. Okay, I can't get this one bigger. This is annoying. Oh, it actually works a little bit if you go oh god, it's so bad. What a terrible website. You can read the descriptions if you go a little deeper. This one's Ice Planet Prison, an alien shifter romance, and I like that this little swirl of magic shit over here just kind of looks like a blue green text implying arrow. Yeah, Ice Planet Prison. Okay. The court sentence you to 10 years of hard labor on Boreas. And Ylur is the sole Bara prisoner in the colony. Ylur, from his glorious home planet of Ylur. And it's just like some lady with a I listen to Adele sounding name, who I guess gets thrown together with this guy. But you can see how this is. See how this is? This is just a terrible website. This is just awful. I hate it. You scroll like half the page, and then you scroll the rest of the page. It's so bad. And then we got another one here for Heat Clinic. And Does this one have... Oh, this one has a description too. It's just also terrible. This is just... It's just another part of this bad website. There's a lot more of these too. Actually, Heat Clinic looks interesting, but here's an important book here. This one's for all my Pride Month fellows. Mate for the Alien Porn Star, an LGBTQIA+ alien romance. You know what? You better make sure you get all of those in there. Do you have any idea how fucked up it would be if you were like the I, and you click on this and it doesn't have any I? It's got all the Q and the A and even the plus, but it doesn't have the I. Man, I would sue. Speaking of suing, I am going to be suing the spaghetti restaurant that I went to. They promised all-you-can-eat spaghetti and cut me off after 2 plates. I'm just gonna sue them. I mean, I don't know if I can get, like, the Better Business Bureau involved. This is totally unrelated, of course, but I'm just gonna sue them. It's a piece of shit. It fucking sucks. It sucking fucks. 2 plates of spaghetti. They lied to me. They were like, I've never seen anybody eat that much. We ran out. We ran out. I went there early in the night. Okay, the place was open for like hours afterwards. They're telling me they ran out because I had 2 plates. Horrible restaurant. Absolutely horrible. They are going to know my fucking wrath. I swear to God. I swear to... just call it 2-for-1 spaghetti night. I'd still go there if it was honest. But anyways. I digress. The spaghetti sarge is in, though. It is. It's a scam. You only paid for 2? I paid for all you can eat, motherfucker. The site said all you can eat. I didn't there was no like fine print. There was no little asterisk. It was all you can eat. There was no, unequivocally all you can eat. They lied to me. So this story is important here. This one, Lacey wants to meet someone who will make her forget all about her heartbreak for one night. One filthy night. A dancer on the luxury space cruise liner, Misconduct. She has her pick of partners, alien and human, but no one at the nightclub seems to pique her interest until she meets a drop-dead gorgeous alien with shimmering scales. Oren is a Runai, a non-binary alien species on holiday in space, far away from prying eyes at home, and exactly where they need to be to meet an enchanting little human female who instantly captivates them. Oh man, you guys excited for a book that reads like fucking garbage? Let's do some non-binary they/them pronouns in this book. It's gonna be so exciting. You're just gonna be reading and you're gonna be like, wait, which group of people are you talking? Oh. Every like 2 minutes. It's gonna be great. Mate for the Alien Porn Star is an LGBTQIA+ alien romance featuring a bisexual human woman, so just a normal human woman, and a non-binary alien love interest. It is a fast burn with slow feelings, fated mates romance feature. What? Did you forget how to do punctuation? What's this sentence? It is a fast burn with slow feelings, fated mates romance featuring aliens who look like aliens, humans thriving in space, underwater fun, and the one-night trope. Readers with sensitivities should refer to the author's note included in the beginning of the book. A HEA is guaranteed, and all books in the Sagittarius Quadrant series can be read as standalones. Now, this is a little disappointing. We're going to get off of this lady now. I just wanted to share in depth a little bit on this lady's website, because there's a number of these authors, quote unquote, and a lot of them, at least that I saw, actually had the trigger warnings on the page. Seems a little fucked that you have to buy the book to be able to see the trigger warnings. I mean, what if the book, like, contains references to food, which was one of the trigger warnings on another person's book? What if there's food in the book? How am I supposed to go on without knowing? Like, you want me to buy it to find out that there's, like, a big spaghetti meal and not infinite all-you-can-eat spaghetti? And, like, get triggered by that? I would. Like, I would, too. That would trigger me. So it's a little disappointing that I have to buy it to find out. I mean, you should really lay that out on your page. But Ash Raven over here, next up. Ash writes spicy monster and alien romances that showcase plus size and LGBTQ plus leads, finding the love of their life. She's coming all the way from the UK, and you can see here romance author, monster lover, fat, queer, and spicy. You know, I feel like I need to put that on my like Discord bio or something. You know, only a couple of those are true, but we don't need to worry about that. Oh yeah. Oh, this looks good. So this is LGBTQ plus romance allegedly, and well, so far I'm just seeing a lot of big fucking furry thick dudes. And fat women. So, yeah, this one here. Oh, God, it's the same fucking type of website. Oh, God. Except this one, you can't actually read more. There's no description for it. Oh, this sucks. This one here is called Wolves and Whipped Cream at Hallows Cove. And, you know, you'll see here, maybe I can get this one larger, actually. Hang on. Open a new tab. Oh, yeah, save the picture. That's what I'm looking for, is to save the... Oh, that's cool. I love it. I wanted to save that picture. Oh, yeah, save it. Yeah, I'm not gonna save it. You can just look at the fucking picture, honestly. You got these two thick wolf bara dudes, right? You might say they're like the pinnacle of male like physique. They're like buff and they got big arms, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a ripped wolf dude. It's like those sexy mastodons in that one Best of the Worst video. You know, these are some conventionally attractive dudes with fur on them, essentially. And then in the middle you got this you know, very charitable interpretation of what this lady probably actually looks like. You know what I mean? Where it's like, why? This is a theme you'll pick up on as we go through this. Why are the dudes so like you know, this dude, this guy here who's dressed like Fry from Futurama? I mean, he's just, or this guy dressed like Julian from the Trailer Park Boys. What, you know, these are just like, you know, buff dudes. You know, like this is male, you know, this is, like it or not, this is peak male performance, plus fur. But then the lady, it's just like, yeah, I'm just 400 pounds, you know, it's fine. The beauty standards only apply to women. Men don't have to deal with any of that, so it's fine. We got big muscly dudes. I don't know, it just seems interesting to me. Again, you'll pick up on this some more as we go through this, and it's like the handsomest chads and then just ladies that look, you know, decidedly different from that. Something beauty standards, something. If we go to shop here, we can see some, oh yeah, this is a good one here. Now, another thing I don't understand about this is like, okay, I don't understand. So the lady's supposed to be LGBTQ plus. She's fat, queer, and spicy. Anyway, here's her fucking a shark. You know, like, I just don't... Is that LGBTQ? Like, which part of this is the gay part? I don't understand. Which part... another theme you might pick up on in these is that it's allegedly LGBTQ representation, but in practice, most of it is just fat bitches with muscly dudes. Like, with some additional, you know, thing added to it. So it's like a muscly shark man or a muscly wolf man, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's fat bitches with muscle dudes. And I'm not sure which part of the LGBTQ plus spectrum that is. It's on some kind of spectrum, but then we also have this one here, and again, oh yeah, we'll see this one in full here. Again, this one from Ash Raven is another dude. I mean, you know, maybe she's bi, I guess, but it seems like the majority of these are dudes. I don't know. It kind of seems like a bit of a cop-out if you're claiming your thing has LGBTQ plus representation, and then it's just all dudes and ladies together. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess you might just be, it might just be your, like, straight bitch fronting, like in your bi or pan or whatever the fuck. One of the DLC ones. But like, you know, again, in practice, we're just looking at I don't know, like a Sherlock Holmes era porcupine dude macking on, Hana from Yakuza 4. You know, pre-weight loss Hana-chan. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I just am confused by why it needs to be, why allegedly this person is fat, queer, and spicy. I'm really only getting, like, one of those from this. Not really any spice either. So, you know, we got some of these here too that are, I don't know, like these Picru ones. I don't know if we'll look at all of these people, but mostly I just want to look at the ones where it's like, you can get a feel for what they look like. That Ash Raven one I had to click on because it was fat, queer, and spicy. But here we have an example of one such person, I guess. This one's Ashley Bennett. Ashley's books are cozy and steamy. Cozy and steamy count, #1. And a great intro into monster romance. I think I have recommended her... Okay, who's I? Who is the omniscient narrator here? Who is this character who's narrating to us? Who is I? I think I have recommended... Who? Who are you? Okay, I think I have recommended her Leviathan Fitness series to everyone! Shh, don't tell anyone, but Tentacles and Triathlons is my Roman Empire book. So we're done. I mean, as a species, it's a little reminder that we're probably all done. Yeah, Ashley Bennett, author, indie romance author, and you can see some of this stuff. This one here, Griffins and Gains. Holy crap, Lois! This is like that time I got fucking fit with this brown bitch. She's not brown. I'm just being crass and juvenile. But it's not a very good cover. I don't know, the art, it's like, very distracting. Like, the text is the same color as the griffin, so it kind of is hard to tell where the text, I don't know, it's not a very good book cover. This one's better, but I would wager this was made with AI. Cool voice crack. I would wager that was AI. It's also, if not AI, it's just very kind of generic. I mean, like, it's technically better, but I don't know that it's really all that good. Muscles and monsters, you know, I mean, and again, it's just another, like, buff dude with a fat lady. I guess this one didn't say that it was LGBTQ, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just noticing a theme. Next up, we've got Carlotta Hughes. Imagine being named Carlotta. Writes thorny, corny, horny stories with sassy one-liners, alt-human love interests, sexually frustrated characters, lots of simping, lots of spice, and guaranteed HEA. I think I found out what that means, but I forgot because it's stupid and I don't care. Her stories tend to explore the spectrum of human sexuality. Sorry, humanity. That's a sexuality below it. Whatever, including disabilities, gender, sexuality, kinks, and survivorship. You know, I'm glad somebody on this website has a very unique perspective. You know, this one's not just about loving monsters, but it's about being a really big lady who likes monsters and is gay and wants to talk about disabilities, too. That's a really unique perspective. I'm sure there's not many other people on this site that are like that. Let's take a look here. Carlotta Hughes. Now, Carlotta really looks like someone who, again, would, like, bitch at you on Twitter for being a chud or something. I mean, okay, so Carlotta is anti-AI, you know, I'm sure that's true. You know, I don't know, like, people can say that all they want, but, I mean, it really depends. I mean, you know, people will still use it and think they can get away with it. Autism and progressive space, everybody. If you're not aware, I am self-diagnosed autistic and officially diagnosed ADHD. I'm going in for an autism assessment at the end of the month. I realized, going over my old manuscripts for a book I wrote a decade ago, that I tend to write autistic FMCs. Amelia from the Ruger books in my Orc Matched series is autistic, and I've written my experiences into her character. My primary aim, outside of writing fun stories, is to cultivate a multiverse that is a progressive, inclusive, and supportive space, where experiences that aren't mine are written sensitively with honor, respect, dignity, and compassion. I want to showcase the spectrum of humanity as best I can. See, she just loves everyone and wants everyone to be included, chat. She just loves everyone and their right to love, you know? I mean, I don't know what the problem is with that. I don't know why anybody would think that that's funny. So, I mean, she has a few different series here, but nothing... You know, this is a better page than some. We got a pronunciation guide here. We got... Oh, God. Oh, God, the tryhard. So we got a pronunciation guide here for various names and things like... Klidhiken! Down! Fograd! Geished! Taubamwig! Nien and Alfair. So I mean, I guess the names of her book characters are all experiencing dysentery at this moment. That's a shame. I hope that they can deal with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure... Wait, what? What, Oh, God. So we got this series here on her website. So, you know, you got the spicy Scottish space orcs, Orc Matched, which, I mean, she claims isn't AI, but I don't know. It's at the very least, it looks traced to me, but that's just me. But next to that here, we have, divorce fund busts. He called what I do doodling, so I'm taking bust commissions to fund my divorce from him with divorce doodles. And, oh, you can't click... you can't click on the button for the art. No! I needed to see the art! I needed to experience the divorce art. We gotta support this queen. She's trying to get divorced from her man who belittled her amazing artwork. Oh, very sad that I can't click on that. A running theme of these pages tonight not working. But anyways, that was Carlotta. Next up, we have a great name here, Dakota Cockaday. Dakota has the longest and funniest chapter titles in the game. Seriously, just check out any of her books and you'll see what I mean. The website here, we'll take a look. Welcome to the Dakotaverse, and I mean, it's another one that fucking looks like this. I don't know, like, who's making these websites and why they all have this same sheen to them, but you know what I can tell you is Cassiopeia, Ghostlight Falls, and of course, Button. A+ website, another banger. You keep hitting these home runs, fat ladies. Series in the Dakotaverse, writing cozy paranormal smut because the real world sucks. Thanks a lot for voting for him, you fucking monsters! Dvergar Goldmine is the first one here, so let's read a couple of these. It's your normal run-of-the-mill mine, except it's run by real-life modern-day dwarves. Hot, awkward, and incredibly reclusive dwarves. You know, I'm sorry, like, dwarves, is that one of your kinks? I feel like you could just find a guy that looks like that. Like, you could just go to fucking Scotland and meet, maybe not a Scottish space orc, but you might meet a dwarf. You might meet a short guy with a big beard who talks like he lives in a mountain. You know, but I guess those guys aren't sitting on a mountain of gold, literally, so, I mean, you know, not beating the allegations there. When grad student Honey White stumbles onto their compound on her very first awkward day as an escort, she gets more than she bargains for when their leader offers her a way out of her debt. Follow her story, and the story of all the girls she eventually ends up hiring to join her in this series where the real world and fairy tales collide. Oh my, how delightfully devilish, Seymour. Wild Hare Ranch Gentlemen's Club. On the outskirts of town, next to a tiny Korean restaurant, is the Wild Hare Ranch, a gentleman's club run by wolves for creatures, humans, and anything in between. If you're lucky, you might just stumble upon the man of your dreams while working a double. He probably won't be a billionaire or a rock star, but he'll be hardworking, devoted, and come specially equipped. So man again, huh? Like, I mean, again, okay, I can't fault this one, because I don't think this one said anything about being, like, fat and queer. But it's just, you know, I am noticing, like, a shocking lack of, like romantic diversity in these, you know, for a thing that's supposed to be so inclusive. It really does seem like it's mainly just large women and fucking monster men. That's, like, mainly what this is so far. Underworld Wolves, and then another one, a really small town romance. What the fuck is, there's a war? Oh my god, this one's really going, like, high concept. A really small town romance. Orla, the 600-year-old queen of the Cluritans, walks into the Wild Hare Ranch hoping, wait. Oh, it's another multiverse. That's great. That's what we needed more of. Hoping for a little break from her royal duties. Drinks, fun, maybe a mortal to bring back to her bed. Nothing serious. What she doesn't expect is to fall for Rick, a mortal who turns out to be none other than Ansel, senior commander of the Gnomes, and her sworn enemy. Their weekend fling is perfect, but it's over before it can even begin. Both return home only to be summoned by the Queen of the Fairies, who demands an end to the war now that's now encroaching on her domain. Her solution? A political marriage between Orla and Ansel. As the wedding approaches, Orla uncovers shocking truths about the origins of the war and the cruelty her people have inflicted. But with anti-gnome and anti-Clurican factions rising, she must decide if she can trust Ansel and if their love can survive the chaos. The real danger begins when the war ends. Oh my god, this is so epic. This is amazing. This is more fucking wild than, like, The Last Vampire on Earth. I'm so excited for that one. Dakota Cockaday. Just one every day? Okay. You know, we got another Picrew one here. This is Dahlia Davies. When anyone first reads Railed by the Easter Bunny, they never realize they're about to get sucked into a whole series about the old gods. That's the entire thing. Railed by the Easter Bunny. So, I mean, I have to imagine that Chuck Tingle was widely influential in these circles. I mean, I guess for people of a certain persuasion on TikTok or whatever, just like they found a copy of Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Boss's Butt or whatever, and that was like a life-changing moment for them. Dahlia Davies, let's fucking see what this is all about. Passion for Potions, Monsters in Love. You got this good one here. This one's on Amazon, on Amazon. Man, this is a great one here. She is clothed, so it's fine, but Phantom Hole Booth, Volume 1, Peach. And, yeah, that's what's going on in this one. Cool book there. let's see here. Let's see here. More to read. Valley of the Old Gods. Oh, here we go. Here's some good stuff here. Here's some good stuff. So we got the full page. This is from Dahlia Davies, the one with the Easter Bunny book, and we're about to see. We're about to hear about the Easter Bunny. Here's the content and trigger warnings. Some elements of my books may be triggering to readers. Please see the following lists of CWs to ensure that you are comfortable reading them before diving into Railed by the Easter Bunny. We got breeding, explicit sex, human and non-human sex, implied abuse, verbal controlling. I just don't know how people are able to... Like, these are adults, right? All of these bitches look like they're... I mean, the ones who have real avatars anyway, of which there have been, like, 1 so far. Maybe 2. They all... You know, and down here you'll see more of them. These are all adults. You know? This lady is most certainly an adult. And I just don't know... Do we need them? Do we need the content more? Like, I don't know. If you're 12, maybe... You know, how do you read real books? I just don't know how you read real. Is there like a website that you have to go to that tells you all the trigger warnings in the book? You know, before you read like The Old Man in the Sea or something, you have to find out like, warning, there is water in this one. I don't know. I mean, is that that's probably a real website too. How about that? Banging the Easter Bunny is a follow-up here. Dubious consent. F consents. M thinks she doesn't. That's not even really dubious consent. That's just consent and someone's confused about it. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem? I could maybe see if, like, M thinks she does, F doesn't. You know, that might... You know, maybe someone could be slightly bothered by that, and of course we can't have anybody ever feel an emotion that's negative, so of course you might need a trigger warning for that, but this is just stupid. Explicit unprotected sex with multiple partners, human, non-human sex, pregnancy, not plot relevant. Okay, thank God. Railed by the Krampus. You can see the stunning series here that we've got. You know, Railed by the Leprechaun down here. You know, we'll get to there, but Krampus, birching and caning, breeding, death of a parent prior to book mentioned. Again, I just don't know how people are able to function and read real books that aren't like slop like this. I don't know how you can go and read like any normal book, you know, that has something negative in it ever. And you have to have this... Like, you know, I just don't know if Raymond Chandler had a lot of trigger warnings in his shit. I don't know if you're gonna get that out of a lot of, like, you know, Dickens. I don't know. Fat shaming and slut oh my God. Oh no. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Oh my God. That hurts so bad. There's fat shaming, guys. What, is that wrong? Should I not be fat shaming right now? Oh, damn. What a shame. Postpartum depression prior to book mentioned. Okay, I'm sorry. Suicide mentioned. And then use of emergency contraceptives / unconventional family planning. Trigger warnings, everybody. You know, you can make up your own thing that needs a trigger warning. Warning, this person has overalls. I mean, I'm sorry, but like it really... I feel like society in the last 10 years has gotten to a point where if you had showed people 10 years ago how it is now, you know, like people that were pro-trigger warning 10 years ago, you'd show them the way it is now. And the ones who aren't like happy that it became that way would be like, there's no way, this is a 4chan psyop. No one would ever do trigger warnings like this. This is a real serious issue that people need. And then it's like, someone uses birth control is the trigger warning. Like, you know, we're off the rails a little bit. Railed at the buck anal. You know, exhibitionism, trigger warning. Railed by the Reaper. Oh, guess what, guys? You bought a book about the Reaper. Death is involved. I don't know what you're safe to read at this point. I feel like One Piece would be like triggering to people. I feel like you can't read like Yatsuba, you know? Fucking the Very Hungry Caterpillar. You know, I just don't know. Mentions of femicide. Oh dear, you can't do that. Women are holy. Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy book features biting, everybody. Mentions of death. Also fisting. Okay. Main character drugged, not by love interest. Uh-huh. Like Sleeping Beauty needs a trigger warning. Railed by the Yule Cat. So again, it's just like, do you buy a book that has cat in the title, and it's about, like, sexual shit and whatever, and then you click on it, oh wow, it's got biting and clawing! Cinnamon stick strap-on. Okay. Is it vor if no one's getting off? Someone gets eaten and spit back out, non-sexual. And tail play. What about the Leprechaun book? Oh man, this isn't even the full list of trigger warnings. We just got so many more trigger warnings ready to come. I mean, they're flying in hot off the presses, people. Full list coming soon. Betrayal by a family member. Trigger warning! Broken bones. Oh my god, trigger warning! No safe word! Holy shit! Trigger warning! Trigger! Ah! Exhibitionism and voyeurism. I mean, again, I'm just left to be like, you're buying a book. Not even just like, oh, it's got, like, Reaper in the title, why wouldn't you expect death? But you're buying a book that's supposed to be, like, steamy and smutty and fucking spicy and all this shit, right? You know, triple S rank sexy time. You're buying the book for that, right? Why do you need warnings that tell you, like, hey, there are fetishes in this book? Watch out! Watch out! There might be a fetish in this smut, sexy, steamy spice book that you bought. Oh, dear God. Well, I mean, that's a physical abuse by foliage? Okay, alright, okay, we have to move on from the fucking trigger warnings. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Dahlia. Here's Delaney Rain. Are you the sort of person who maybe wouldn't mind if there was really a monster living under your bed? If tentacles, ghosts, Bigfoot, dragons, vampires, and demons wouldn't send you running for the hills, then this is the author for you. Are you saying that we might have some sort of Dracula? Oh, I gotta check this one out. I hope this one has trigger warnings too. Delaney Rain. Delaney? I don't know, but this one's got male-on-male romances, I guess. Come, guys. Come for the grrr. Stay for the aw. Every day I hope someone drops a bomb on me. All Delaney Rain books. This is another horribly formatted site. It's fucking really long for no reason. Like, instead of having multiple different, you know, pages, it's just like one very long page. It's like, this is, chat, this is the time cube of weird peen TikTok novel. This is the time cube. What are these covers even? They're all like the same. I mean, points for consistency with the covers, I guess. They all look like they, you know, fit in the same series. I like this one. This is just like cartoon clip art of a flying saucer, you know, apparently tractor beaming up, you know, one of the Stickman figures from the Portal illustrations. The unicorn's mate, the incubus's mate. Would it not be incubus apostrophe, no S? I know, I'm a little mixed on that one. I feel like this would be the incubus apostrophe mate, and not incubus is. It's a little awkward, but, you know, I guess I've seen it both ways. Aquaculture affair, the sea monster's mate. For fur's sake, the Sasquatch's mate. The demon's deal breaker. Here we got tentacles and other stocking stuffers. So I guess this is like gay dudes getting it on with monsters. I mean, finally we have some representation here. But it is written by an alleged woman, so I have to assume that this is going to be like the male version of breasting boobily. He testicled bolliciously down the stairs. Double Bigfoot trouble. I saw one here. Oh yes, knotted by the wolf prince. Delaney's Furry Alien Mates, Book 1. Logan Parrish was a Cleveland police officer for all of 2 days when aliens that look like wolves, foxes, bunnies, and a bunch of other animals suddenly arrive. This is some real quality prose here. I mean, this is excellent stuff. This is a new American classic. They claim they come in peace and just want to share their knowledge and tech with humans to improve everyone's lives. At first, Logan isn't sure what to believe. But when he's acting as security while the Norlons visit Earth for the first time, Logan can't stand by and let a big black wolf get shot. Logan takes the hits himself. Prince Alam Yelena knew the humans of Earth wouldn't embrace them with open arms, but he never anticipated violence. When a human man puts himself between Alam and certain death, Alam doesn't hesitate to fly back up to his ship and take his savior with him. In the coming weeks, Logan sees that the Norlons really are here to help and devotes himself to their cause. He quickly gets closer to the prince leading the delegation and knows he's found the love of his life in a big furry wolf. But a faction calling themselves Humans First refuses to see the possibilities of an alliance with aliens and brings explosive suffering to the Norlons. Can Logan and Alam survive the ordeal and come out stronger on the other side? Humans First. Is Nick Fuentes in that one? So it's a book about knotting. Content warning, medical procedures with needles. Are you 5? I mean, I'm sorry, are you 5? What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't like needles. Ew, ow, gross. Ew, I don't like needles. Ah, icky. Literal 5-year-old making knotting porn. Good God. Sound your white girl alarm, everybody, cause they really fuck them. That's Delaney Rain there, and I'm glad we took a little look at that. Next up, we have this OnlyFans model, Emily Antoinette. Aliens, demons, and minotaurs, oh my. Emily writes stories with characters and relationships of all kinds that are cozy but steamy. Cozy but steamy count 2. That is 2 now that have been cozy and steamy. Good stuff. A website, an event dedicated to literature and reading. So just, it's good. It's great stuff. Emily Antoinette here. This one, the webpage says cozy and spicy. So, I mean, that's good. That's how you know what you're getting into in this one. We got books here. Monster romance. And, what do you know? It's... Okay, alright. There is at least one here that looks like it's a lady with, another lady. Darkish sapphic romance. Chronic pain rep. Slow burn sapphic romance featuring a jaded, lonely vampire FMC and a bubbly, anxious human FMC. And, I can't really get the, can I get it bigger? Please show me the picture. Thank you. So, I mean, like, what's notable about this is when you're self-inserting as the large lady in the story, even you don't want to be with a large lady. I mean, it's not me that's saying that. It's this book. I mean, like, even when you are in this story that's supposed to represent you, it's like, yeah, here's the conventionally beautiful, like, dark-skinned vampire goddess or whatever, and then here's me looking like I'm cosplaying Fat Princess for the PSP. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you're saying there. You're... feels like mixed messages, but hey, you know, maybe this lady is like, I want to represent myself, but no fatties. Ew. And yeah, then most of the rest of these are dudes with ladies, except for maybe this one. I think this one is, yeah, there's one here which is a male-on-male holiday romance. Mothman X Human Man. And then the rest of these, yeah, you've got, I mean, just once again, like, it's, I hate to be that guy, but, you know, wait a minute, no, I love being that guy. I relish in being that guy, but here we have another one where it's like, you can tell the real body type of the lady who drew this. I'm just saying, like, you know, there are people that look like this. I'm just saying that whoever drew this doesn't actually look like this. And I don't know if I believe that. I think it's the reality. You might want to use the sphere eyes tool on the belly there. Just, you know, just saying. And anyway, she's with Gabe. From Loud Equals Funny and from the server. She's with Gabe. With a beard and a foxtail, and I guess he wears women's panties or something. I'm assuming he is a funny meet cute where he found hers, but I mean, they need to be like 4 sizes larger for that to be true, so probably not. Let's see here. Yeah, escaping the friend zone. Once again, I mean, as a guy, I really appreciate that the gender, you know, beauty norms have really, you know, as a guy, you want to be a big, buff, fucking bull dude, as alpha as you can possibly get, the biggest 28-inch dong you can possibly fucking get. But, you know, if you're a woman, just, whatever, just put on some dumpy fucking hoodie and, you know, look like you just got finished eating a bunch of fucking cookie dough right out of the tube. You know, it's fine. Escaping the friend zone. That's a good one right there. Emily Antoinette, everybody. Some quality stuff. We have these ones here again. I like this cover. This is another good cover, which I feel like, again, illustrates my point pretty well. You know, you've got essentially Sephiroth, and then this lady that she didn't even try to make look good. I mean, she, like, come on, at least put her in the flattering fat girl angle. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is not, you don't want to accentuate the lack of chin and neck. Come on now. Come on now. Disgusting. Disgusting. More like Drizzt. Yeah, it's a Drizzt. It's like Drizzt meets the Demi-Fiend, I guess. I guess. And, yeah, good stuff. Emily Antoinette, ladies and gentlemen. Sign up to her OnlyFans today. Emma Elizabeth. Emma writes a unique combination of monster and romantasy. Her characters are queer and the spice is hot. What more could you ask for? You know, I'm glad somebody on this site is finally doing something that's about queer relationships. It's so rare in this genre, so it's a really good thing that somebody is finally taking up the reins on that one. Emma Elizabeth. What do you got for us here, Emma? Fantasy romance with a focus on LGBTQIA+ representation and badass women. So LGBTQIA+ representation. Here's a little shot of the first book on the page. Oh, look at that. It's another sexy buff dude who looks like Jesus. And a woman. It's funny how that always seems to work out that way. You know, they like pay lip service to this idea that it's like this LGBTQ thing. And yet, like, at least several of the books tend to not actually be that. Is this lesbian, maybe? This one might be... No, I think this is just a twink guy. Once again, the songbird and the forest. I think it's just a twinky guy. I guess Simone Simons from Epica in this one she's getting with the Jolly Green Giant, so... That's cool. Good for her. Keep in touch is something that this page says here, directly next to this picture of a dog. And given what some of these people are into, I don't know if you should do that. Yeah, you can see here also we have an about the author here. My latest obsession is quilting. And you can see the, I mean, she looks like Jeff the Killer, at a distance, no less. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a large woman. It's fine. Obviously, it's fine. I'm just saying it's funny, you know, for all of the representation and yada, yada, yada. It's like, yeah, let's get your far up shot here with the highest contrast possible so you look like a mix of Onision and Jeff the Killer. Yep. I don't know, it's like, I you know, just maybe be comfortable with the fact that you weigh a bit more than some ladies. I don't know, that's fine, it's fine. All joking aside, it's fine. It's just really funny that, you know, all of the depictions of people like this are always, you know, not exactly, they don't look like that so much. GM Fairy here. I think you have all seen GM's Ogre retelling. She's ready to ruin your childhood memories in person this May. Her words, not mine. Ruin your childhood memories, everybody. You know, maybe these people don't need any more childhood memories. Maybe we all need to disconnect from our childhood memories and live in the now. I don't know. I think that would be a good idea. Unless you want to get another Ready Player One. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, here we have a very good one. I hope you're ready for this one. Pounded by Produce, a veggie love tale. A tale of veggies tempted to break their vows. Fleeing a tumultuous past, Emily finds refuge at a kitchen job in a quiet countryside parish. Robert and Laurent are two best friends with a bond that has crossed lines throughout their history, but now walk the straight and narrow, giving their lives to their parish as priests. One magical night under the harvest moon, Robert and Laurent experience a bizarre transformation. They wake up as a tomato and a cucumber. Oh, I turned into a cucumber! Funniest shit I've ever seen! Emily brings these ripe and juicy vegetables into the kitchen, but instead of preparing a meal, she uses them for other, more carnal needs. Emily awakens something inside of the priests, who switch back and forth between their human and vegetable forms. The three find themselves in a steamy entanglement, unable to deny their primal desires. Will they fight their urges, or break their vows and alter the course of their lives forever? From the best-selling author of Get in My Swamp! Great. Content warnings. It's about two priests who transform into sentient veggies. While fun, this erotic, sexually explicit story includes elements that might not be suitable for some readers. Religious trauma, religious guilt, dubious consent, object insertion. I'm sorry, but you are not writing fucking AO3 tags. This is content warnings. Are they not different? Have we muddied the waters so far that content warnings essentially are just like fucking tags on a porn website? Really? Is this the way you want it to be? SJWs of the world? Is this the way you want it to be? I guess. Biting, mild dominant, like it literally says mild! Mentions of domestic abuse, anal penetration, penetration without protection. They are vegetables! And double penetration are present in this novel. Readers who may be sensitive to this content, please take note. I mean, like, you're getting so granular. You're getting to the point where it's like, what's next? Like, object insertion specifically at 5:23 a.m.? That's when it happened and I didn't like it. What? I don't know, it's just getting really specific now. I mean... Alright. Pounded by Produce, ladies and gentlemen. What a hit. Another winner. Best seller. And yeah, I mean, she's got some, like, Shrek shit, too. I mean, the good thing about Shrek is that, you know, you get a... the good thing about Shrek is that you get a cover like this. And, I mean, like, I find this really interesting because it's, like, the lady... is like, you know, roughly on par with like human Fiona or something. But then the guy once again is like Sephiroth as a Shrek ogre. Just like long, luscious, flowing locks. The guy doesn't need to be ugly. We wouldn't want the Shrek ogre to be ugly. The guy has to still be a super handsome, sexy, ripped bod. But the lady, I mean, you know, you can see her folds. It's fine, you know. She just rolled out of bed. She's got sweatpants with Juicy on the back, you know. Oh, I'm stealing jokes from Big Bang Theory now, you know I'm desperate. Oh my god. Her name is Leona. Oh, okay. Well, we gotta move along here. There's some good ones coming up, and I'm really moseying my way through this list. Let's see here. Hattie Jax hails from the UK and is traveling all the way across the pond for Monsterotica 2025. She loves to write steamy sci-fi romance about super hot alpha aliens and the feisty human ladies who are not prepared to accept their fate. Once again, it just sounds like it's going to be rippled buff dudes with, like, you know, hag bitches. Ivy Knox writes sci-fi romance because, well, life on Earth can be kind of a drag and aliens are way more fun. Also, alien dragon shifters, say less. Less? Is the person, like, just not into this? The person who wrote this up, they just weren't willing to hype that part up? I like how this name here, the icon for Ivy Knox just looks like a Sonic 1 level zone. Like, Ivy Knox zone. It's like similar font and everything. Izzy Irons / Ginger Kane. Didn't figure out what she wanted her porn name to be. Izzy isn't always writing lighthearted erotica about stupid sexy monster men and the lucky ladies they ravish. Sometimes she's daydreaming about stupid sexy monster men and the lucky ladies they ravish. I mean, it's just such a blatant, like, I don't know, it's just very funny to me that, like, we rallied these fucking feminists, these bitches, for years were rallying against the idea of ever having an attractive woman in things because of something beauty standards, something. And yet here we are in their perfect controlled reality of fiction. And what do you get? Sexy, hot, buff, alpha alien dudes. And, you know, average looking, whatever looking ladies. I mean, it's really... It's really not surprising at all, actually. Heather Nix, if you're looking for queer feminist romance, look no further. Oh, you know I am, dude. You fucking know I am. Her work is heavily influenced by the classic fantasy RPG Dungeons and Dragons, but spicier. Not a lot of words in this, the toolbox of this person writing these descriptions, you know? Like, someone was sat down to do this, and it was like, not a very intellectual individual. I'm just saying, like, it seems like they don't have much in the way of, prose. Just the word spicy, you know, weird peen is gonna come up again. We're gonna get more steamy and cozy. Heather Nix, let's find out about Heather Nix here. Books by Nix. Guys, queer feminist fiction. Get excited. And, you know, I mean, I guess this one maybe is this, hang on. Bonus content, okay, you know, to be fair to this one, I think this one might actually be, you know, queer. I'm not seeing buff, sexy monster dudes. I'm seeing, like, you know, a lady with Tumblr hair, you know, and, another lady with different style of Tumblr hair, you know, this one. That, and then these other books, they all just kind of look like they were made by AI, you know, the covers. I mean, maybe they weren't. It's possible they weren't. It's just they look really generic and kind of, you know, like, I don't know, I guess technically they look good, they seem really generic is all. Currency in Flesh. Sea Swept. We gotta read the content warnings. What do we got here? Where's the content? Where's the... Dude, where's the content warnings? Dude, where's my warning? Okay, alright. Okay, good. Okay, good. Here we have some good content warnings here for Woodborne. This one, content warnings. Oh my god, there's also an author's note that looks really special. Content warnings here. We've got sexual assault, you know, rape by an authority figure. That's pretty bad, sure. Non-graphic sexual assault, predominantly off-page. Sexual harassment. Okay, you know, these are all just the same thing. Non-graphic death of an infant. No pain, no blood, not presented as tragic. What? You know, I gotta say, this seems more fucked up. You're just like, don't worry, guys! Babies are dying in this story, but it's not sad. It's fine. It's fine. It's just normal, usual baby death. Okay? These babies, like, just didn't even matter. They were just, like, not important at all, okay? And nobody has to be worried about them or cry or feel like it's tragic at all. Because they just, like, did not matter. Alright, murder, gore, consumption of blood, not the consumption, dementia and memory loss, death by burning, off-page death by drowning, off-page death. Just, again, I just don't know if you're even able to read other books. There has to be some kind of fucking database of trigger warnings for, like, Catcher in the Rye or whatever. Like, just classic books, normal books, you know, real books that real authors wrote, you know, men. It just has to be like there has to be somewhere, what do you call it? Like I don't know, some kind of repository of trigger warnings where you look up, you know, Harry Potter, and then you get like a giant banner ad over your screen that says, "This website has Harry Potter on it, but we do not endorse J.K. Rowling or support anything that witch says." You know, before you even get to the trigger warnings that are actually in the book, but they just have that because it's Harry Potter, you know. Yeah, I mean, that has to exist. There has to be a page like that somewhere on the internet. I just don't know of it. And yada yada yada, a bunch of other stupid shit that's not a trigger warning. And then author's note, this book contains some topics that historically have been used in different ways to vilify and wrongly persecute the Jewish people. As someone who grew up in a Jewish household, I wanted to be sure to handle these topics in a way that was not linked to the historical propaganda against Jewish people. I worked closely with a group of people from various Jewish denominations to ensure that these topics were handled in a way that did not perpetuate harmful stereotypes. You know, I just don't understand what the allure is of typing and existing as a human, as if you are like the warning before an Assassin's Creed game that says, "Hey, a wide and diverse group of people made this game that's not meant to be offensive to anybody." Is that, like, you know, life is hard. Like, existing in this world is difficult. You know, do we need to, like, create extra circus hoops to jump through? Is that really needed? Do you really get anything out of, like, being that way? I just don't get what it gets you. You know, it feels like it would be a lot better and more satisfying to live your life and not have to pretend you give a shit about this, like, stupid shit like this. You know, just make your fucking dumbass rape book, you know, and just shut the fuck up. You don't have to write like you're an HR department lady, even if you are in real life. The blood libel and its origins as oh my god. A loot and a lover. Fucking trigger warning, there's grief. Trigger warning, self-harm, punching a wall. I'm gonna punch myself at this rate. Jesus fuck. Sea swept. What's the dumbest one we can find on here? I mean, we've got fisting and anal sex in this one. Once again, not trigger warnings, just tags for porn. No need to make these trigger warnings. Not necessary to make these trigger warnings. Currency in the we've just got so many here. Denied orgasm. Trigger warning. Infertility. Trigger warning! It means nothing. It just means nothing now. These clown humans have made these terms mean nothing. I once had it explained like, oh yeah, if you've gone through a really traumatic experience, then it's understandable maybe you'd want to, not have to engage in something that makes you feel bad about, something really fucked up that happened to you. And that's like, I don't really think that's necessary, but at least I can understand why maybe some people might, potentially. But at this point, I'm just like, no, it's all bullshit. I'm sorry. I mean, like, if you're not willing to put the fucking brakes on people like this, and you just had your whole community run roughshod by people that think there needs to be a fucking trigger warning for foot licking, you know what? It's all stupid. It's all fucking stupid, and it always was, and you can just fucking grow up. Jade Waltz, Terra Nova, Alien Lovers rejoice. Jade is a USA Today best-selling author with over 50 cozy but streamy books, guys. That's 3 on the count, even if it is misspelled. I'm still in fact, that's 4 because it's misspelled. Fuck you. If you like alien smut, I can bet you have read at least one of them. Oh, I hope not. Why don't I just fucking kill myself instead? What do we got here? It's another website that's like broken. Look at this cool website. Just image that hasn't loaded in. Just page that sucks. Look at this background too that looks like it's, 100 by 200p or something. Cool website. Cool fucking website. Hey, is the page coming in December 2025? You should work on that. Jade Waltz. What are we gonna do with you? January Bell. Lots of you tagged her about this event online, and guess what? It worked. January writes, sci-fi romances that guarantee hot aliens, steamy scenes, and HEAs. Again, steamy. This person who's writing this knows like 3 words that describe like a sexy book scene. It's spicy, steamy, and I guess sexy, or what was the other one? I forget what the other one was, but Jennifer Wood here. Oh, hang on. So January Bell is one of the few people so far on this page that look like they're, attractive. So I'm a little curious about what the page is going to look like, and you got some special edition books. You got some bookish merchandise. You can buy a fucking $14 sticker of a bunny. That's cool. Paperback books here. And, I don't know. I guess to make a book that's successful, you just make it look like this. You just have, like, this... The appropriate, approved, cover art that all of these books have, where it's just like a swoopy ladyish font and a bunch of fucking like colorful shit in the background. How to please a princely fae. How to woo a warrior orc. Alien on fire. Put it out! Oh god! Oh god! And there's more like this. I'm sure it's all great stuff. I'm sure it's all fabulous. Let me see here. Jennifer Wood here with 1 N in Jennifer. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Jennifer Wood. Did somebody say Niflheim? Alien orcs? Nodding? Fated mates? Sign me up! If you like cozy, steamy monster romance, that's 5! I love it. Then Jennifer's books are for you. Jennifer. I'm not calling her Jennifer, I'm calling her Jennifer. Janiqua. Yeah, I just don't know how many of these you need. Do you really need multiple of these? I feel like once you have one, you have them all, don't you? Here's another book that looks like it could be written by any of these fucking women. And it's just like sexy himbo orc with like, I don't know, average human lady, I guess. Great. It's we needed more of this in the world. I hope this is printed on paper. I hope trees died for this. You know, that's what I need in my life, is to know that... oh, man. Look at this, too. Paperback books. There's fucking trees on the thing. Yeah, trees died for this, everybody. There are... a not insignificant section of the world's forests have been fucking steamrolled because of these books. You know, because what would you rather have, like a bunch of gay trees, or Agnar's Teacher, where this like hobbit looking lady fucks a different himbo orc? I mean, fuck the trees. We don't need them. Like, you want fucking trees? Dipshit, they're in the background of this book cover. Fuck you. Fuck your forests. Fuck your world. You know, good stuff. Jillian Graves here. We got another lady with an actual avatar. Jillian likes to write about kinky witches, monsters, and high heat supernatural shenanigans. Paranormal romance and romantic suspense are her jam, and we're all pumped she's coming to the inaugural Monsterotica. I mean, again, I hope the pumping comes later. Jillian Graves. Let's see what you got here. Oh, there's tits in the background. Nice. And dicks. That's cool. You'll have to be careful with that one. Paranormal romance, romantic suspense. Sight by book genie. Ugh. Oh, God. Daddy of the Sea. And it doesn't even link to the right book. Chat, Daddy of the Sea. These illustrations are classical art in the background. Don't get mad at me. Daddy of the Sea. It links to Monsters in Love. Amazing. Daddy of the Sea. Content warnings. What do we got here? Financially abusive parent. That's a content warning. Let's see here. Guys, one of the content warnings is fucking praise. One of the content warnings is the word praise. FMC is hurt in a minor way. Oh my God, the beautiful, glorious woman got hurt. Power. Okay, guys, one of the trigger warnings is power exchange doesn't represent real world best practices. You don't even know what the best practices are with your 47 cats. Fuck off. Daddy of the Sea. What do we got here? Sex with monster, of course. How to pronounce sex with a ghost. You can get all things sex with a ghost. Attempted robbery is one of the content warnings in the fourth book, The Stone and the Star. And then Rook coming soon doesn't have any trigger warnings, but we're waiting on our hands and feet. How does that? We're waiting with bated breath for the content warnings for the new book there. Another lady with an actual avatar on this one, Carly Barrios, and all my books on KU. What the fuck is KU? Oh, I don't care. The Horned King. Oh, God. Guys, guess what? Carly Barrios supports anti-racism. I'm raising awareness, driving donations, and sharing information in support of racial justice and equality. Will you join me? Act now. We can go to her link tree and sign a "Yes, I hate racism" thing. Thanks, Carly Barrios. Carly creates characters who are deeply flawed portrayals of trauma, the kind of characters readers will be able to see themselves in and feel a little bit less alone. Of course, alongside that, she lives for love stories. The dirty kind, of course. Of course. Well, the page, like, doesn't even scroll, and I'm good. But at least she hates racism. That's the important thing. Fucking... You go, white bitch. You know, you're gonna... If no one else can, you know... Why should we let the blacks take care of racism? You deal with it, Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. Go for it. Cassie Keegan, it was inevitable that sexy alien lion men inhabit Cassie Keegan's science fiction romances. I mean, it was inevitable. You know, I mean, that just had to happen. It's like entropy, you know, sexy alien lion men. Fucking camel caps. That was inevitable, like death. Right. I think I'm good on that one. Cass O'Shire writes gas lamp fantasy romances. Her writing focuses on body, sex, and equality positive stories with high heat levels and cozy vibes. Her books are nerdy and fun and have tons of spicy art to go with it. Can you please get somebody who knows how to write a fucking sentence that uses more than, again, like 3 words that you need to be more descriptive. You can't just keep calling... These people are already all the same. All these books are already the same. You need to be able to write a description that makes them sound different and not just use the same fucking words to describe all of them. Holy shit. Cass O'Shire. Cozy, spice, and everything nice. Maybe this is just like the words they have to use to get their books to happen. Oh my god, multiple pop-ups. I don't want your newsletter. I don't want your newsletter. Cozy, spice, and everything nice. So nerdy and well written. Oh, I'm such a nerd. I was just reading a book. I'm such a nerd. No, but she is a big time nerd though, and you know that because here's Gaming with the Gargoyle. Yeah. Oh, well, that was the black screen. My bad. Here's Gaming with the Gargoyle. You got it. You see it here. That's good stuff. Gaming with the Gargoyle. You need it. You gotta have it in your life. Gaming with the Gargoyle. Amazing. Cass's books. We got just a bunch of fucking shit, really. A Minotaur tale. Once again, it's big fat ladies with sexy buff dudes, or like just a... One of these is just like a polar bear. I'm not even convinced this is an anthro polar bear. I think it's just a polar bear. It's like, I guess, standing on 2 legs, but it just looks like a polar bear. I mean, you decide. I guess maybe this is an anthro polar bear, but not really. I don't know. It's a lot closer to just literally being a polar bear. I like that as long as you're, like, quirky and have, you know, purple hair and a bunch of, like, stupid shit in your bio that you claim to support but don't really because, you know, you don't believe in anything, you're allowed to just get away with being, like, a zoophile, I guess. As long as they're, like, 2% human and can stand. It's fine. Knot me up, baby. Kate Pryor writes cozy, steamy, monstery office romances. That's 6. Like a rom-com, but with claws and tails. Oh, I also like to have sex with animals. That's so great. Notice how they've all been white women? I'm just saying. I mean, there's not been a single Asian lady. I don't think there's been a Mexican lady. I mean, arguably Barrios, maybe, but, like, I don't think so. It's all been Kate Pryor and fucking Cass and Lizzie down here. Okay. Lexi Eldridge has been all over the book industry as a PA, editor, and now author. Lexi's books are full of cozy plots, lots of spice, and simpy monsters looking for love. So what do these bitches think simp means? Are they literally looking for, like, a Twitch simp? Is that the ideal mate? I think they're getting the word wrong. I feel like simp is not like what a lot of people are actually looking for. What I think they mean is like a man who will do literally anything for me and never complain. I assume. You know, but like, I don't know if that's what that word actually means. Latrexa Nova, get ready for the Queen of Halloween. Latrexa has over 30 books that range from ghost fucking to demon fucking to sentient Jack-in-the-Box fucking. You get the idea. This fucking idiot that wrote this couldn't even fucking censor the word fucking correctly. You did it twice before, but you fucked up the last one. Somehow. Amazing. You get the idea here. So Jack-in-the-Box fucking, huh? So this one is Manatee then. It's mandatory that we look at this one. Latrexa Nova. And this is the worst page so far. It's literally just like, oh no, okay, I thought this was like a sign up for a newsletter. Well, it is. There is also that, but it's also just written like this. You can't scroll. And you can buy the book. Signed copies and swag. Content warnings and stuff in construction. Let's see. We gotta see some of these content warnings. Let's see. Here's a good story. I really like the title of this one. This is a good one. Let's see here. Oh, I guess this is like a series. Yeah, this is a series of books called I Got You, Boo. It's about Boo. It's about ghosts. It's about ghosts. We're gonna go find us a ghost. Give in to the ghost. Human woman, ex-human man, ex-ghost man. And I mean, once again, these are not fucking content warnings. They're literally just like sex tags. Like, this is what fetishes are in this one, so, you know, so you can, like, find them better with SEO or whatever. Sexting. Content warning, everybody. Sexting. Content warning. A horny poltergeist meanie. Oh man, you know, I that time when that poltergeist attacked me when I was 12, and it was like all horny and mean. Yeah, I can't deal with that type of stuff in fiction, so I'm glad that they warned me here. This one's only 61 pages. It seems very, very short. This one here's 414 pages. It says content notes are individually detailed, but I mean, I guess you can't. Maybe if you click on it. I don't know. Dubcon via ghost possession in this one. Toy use is a content warning. In this book, there's a violent lady ghost who was a black widow. There's a flashback sort of scene to when she kills one of her husbands. This is the caliber of writing that we're dealing with on this cool website. There's a flashback sort of scene. Wild. Good quality. Good quality. Lizzie Strong. Now we're finally getting to the Shrek Ogre that I've been waiting for. LizzieStrongAuthor.com. Lizzie Strong is a Florida swamp gremlin. You said it, not me. I mean, actually, I did say that first, but, swamp gremlin masquerading as a functioning human. You said it, not me. And author. Inclusive books with magical nonsense filled with monsters you may or may not love, and mayhem. You know, I'm glad finally that somebody is being inclusive on this website, because, you know, it's just been so hetero. It's been so male-focused this whole time. You know, all of these other writers have been men so far, so I'm glad somebody's finally being inclusive to, like, you know, fat older women. Because they're the underrepresented minority in this scenario. Let's see here. Deal with the Devil books. We got we got this one. This is a quality book here. Not out yet, but I know it's going to be a good one. I know 15 Shades of Nay is going to have it all. This one's for a good cause, allegedly. All proceeds from this anthology will be going toward Planned Parenthood. Now, I don't know. I mean, maybe some people, you know, I don't know if, I mean, okay, let's be real here. Everybody who's gonna buy this will unequivocally and uncritically think that that's just a good cause with nothing else to be said about it. And there's definitely nothing weird that Planned Parenthood ever does. And we don't have to really talk about that. Actually, you know what? To everybody that this is relevant to, that is just wholesale a good cause, and there can be no debate about that. So, I mean, fair enough, I guess. 15 Shades of Nay. Don't, you know, don't make your book. Just don't make it. Don't put it out. 15 Shades of Nay. Don't release it. It's fine. You don't need to. Can someone... Can what's her name that wrote that other schlop book just sue this bitch? I don't know. 15 Shades of Nay. Amazing. High quality. Yeah, I mean, you got a few others here. You got this one here. I love the title of this one. This is a really quality book here. Gotten by the Gator. Gotten by the Gator. Content warnings. Attempted drowning. Content warning. Bullying in the past. It's like, it must be difficult. I mean, I guess it must be difficult when you're only able to read books that tell you everything that's within the book, you know? I need to make sure that I know that this book is safe for me to read and won't kill me. You know, that's fair. So we got, we got Leon Riley here. Nothing too crazy about this one. Doesn't look that interesting. Leon is most well known for her Trollkin Lovers series, but recently everyone fell in love with the Theo the Minotaur. If you like cozy and steamy, Leon's books are for you. Oh, well, you know I do. That's my favorite fucking thing, is cozy and steamy. That's 7. That's 7 now. I don't have to do that. Mallory Dunlin here. If you like fantasy and monsters, you'll want to check out Mallory's books. I may say fantasy, but combo it with monstrous feymen, special equipment, and a slow burn spice, and you'll see why she's a perfect fit for Monsterotica. You know, I've got a slow burn fucking pulled pork in the slow cooker right now. I mean, I hope it's gonna be nice and cozy and steamy when it's done. Mallory here. Let's see what she's all about. Mallory Dunlin. We can check out Crowned by the Fey King. You know, that's fine. I mean, all of the covers just look identical to one another. You know, at least this one has the decency to separate sexual content from content warnings. So, okay, TBD on this one, but yeah, you know, genital piercings, Jacob's Ladder, grinding, PIV sex. Oh my god, PIV. I've heard that was always rape. Is that okay? Content warnings. So the sexual warnings have been separated. We're not gonna get any stupid fucking content warnings that are literally just like porn tags. Okay, so what are the content warnings here? Fire. Starvation. You know, some of these people could use with a little starvation. I'm just saying. Fucking severe injuries. Needles. Again with the needles. Holy fuck, how do you live? How do you live? How do you live? And you need to be warned that needles are in things. In books. In a book. You can't get stabbed by the book! Content warnings in this one. Let's see here. So let's see. Coma. That's a content warning. Coma. You know, I just don't know. I just don't know how you can even live when you need a content warning for coma. Content warning. Blood. Are you 5? Content warning, profanity. You must be joking. You must be joking! God. Nothing makes me more pissed off than fucking trigger warning shit. Every time without fail. It's just the stupidest fucking shit that makes me feel like society is just fucking done for. When we're at the point where we need a fucking content warning, when we're so scared of reading a book that has alcohol use in it. Oh, Jesus Christ! Just fucking drop them, North Korea! Just drop them! Whatever! It's all done! We're all done! Molly Likovich, magical Molly Likovich, is a disabled queer romance author, poet, YouTuber, TikToker, and Beetlejuice scholar. Disabled and queer, huh? How about that? It's crazy. Let's see here. Books. Riding the Headless Horseman. It's just funny how many of these people that are like, yeah, I'm a queer writer, and it's just like lady with fucking dude. It's just lady with dude. This one is just also just lady with dude. Queer writing. Does she even have it? Lady with Satan dude. Dark romances. We got lady with dude. Wow. I mean, you know, maybe the dudes are like they, them. I don't know. But I feel like people are not exactly getting what they think they're getting if they come here for LGBT representation. Sorry, QIA+. Gotta forget that part. I mean, gotta remember that part. Oh god, I'm sorry, my mind turned what I was saying into just forget it. Firefighter Before Christmas, Lumos and Lattes. Is this one? Oh no, this one's fucking Harry Potter porn. Ugh. Harry Potter porn. You know, I thought that was the one good thing about all the people being psycho about J.K. Rowling. Was that we wouldn't have to deal with Draco Malfoy x Hermione anymore, but never mind. Edgar, oh my god, Edgar Allan Poe porn. Guys, Edgar Allan Poe porn. That's fantastic. Poetry. And, yeah, you can get some things there. Now we have to take a look here at Nancy Cummings, who, of course, is like the face of this event, in my opinion. I mean, just someone who looks like this. I mean, I gotta see if there's like an actual picture. But Nancy Cummings, fast-paced, low angst, high spice, hot aliens? Check, 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 check! Nancy writes fun, flirty, and fast stories featuring sassy heroines, out-of-this-world heroes, tons of mischief, and plenty of steam! Despicable. Despicable. So, you know, here we are on Nancy Cummings' romance, and we can take a look here at the books. A list of available books. Here's the available books. You guys remember when gender beauty standards were like a problem? You guys remember that? You guys remember when like they like, I know that it's like a talking point among the fucking, you know, YouTube Star Wars feminism demographic or whatever, but you know, you remember when they started making all the women's jaws in video games really wide and like pointy and sharp? And like they do that. You can pretend that they don't, but they do. It's not as common, it's not as pervasive as people want to make it out to be. And sometimes people point that finger at a character who doesn't deserve it. You know, it just like, it's a lady, she just looks fine. But a lot of the time it's like, oh yeah, you went for the Nether Realm fucking Wonder Woman look in this one. I'm just saying it's funny how that's like a thing that had to happen. But anyway, here's all these sexy, buff, naked dudes! Oh yeah! I want to suck their cocks! And all of the fucking covers look exactly the same. Good stuff. Until you get down here, and you get some of these good ones, like, Have Tail Will Travel, Pulled by the Tail, Tail Dark and Handsome, Tattletale, and finally, Tail Me No Lies. You can see the buff, sexy dudes on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these are just the same picture of a guy with, like, different stupid effects over it. You know, like, she'll take one, well, like, one of these here is, like, also another one on this page somewhere, but it's just like, oh, that guy's got, you know, different, that one's got zebra stripes, this is tiger stripes, obviously. Delivered to the Aliens, The Devil in the Details, Taken for Granite. Ugh. You know, at least this one is on par. This one's going for Chuck Tingle territory. It's really trying for that one. Let's see here. Let's see here. Character art. Yeah, coming events. Yeah, it's disappointing we don't get to see what Nancy really looks like in real life because she actually has a thing on her page here that says, I want to see your face! And about how we can meet at the various cons. You know, I don't know, I do kind of want to see if you... Because it's like, it's not a very flattering picture, is it? I mean, she's not necessarily trying to, like, pretend that she doesn't, you know, fit the mold of women that would be on this site. But, you know, I just need to see, like, how many more boils and maybe, like, a goiter, you know, that's not being accounted for here. There might be a goiter. I'll probably wind down in a little bit here. I'm getting hungry. My pulled pork is smelling pretty good. But we do have this one here. We have the Goth GF. Opal Rain. Coming all the way from Australia, Opal is the author of the famous Duskwalker Bride series, an all-around awesome human. And we are so honored that she will be joining us. Oh, I'm so honored. The Opal verse. I'm totally over 18. I'm 127 years old. Motherfucker, I walk with a cane right now. At this point in time, I go out, I have a cane with me. I'm allowed to be a crabby old man. I've earned it. I've earned it. Okay, she's got a giant bio about herself, of course. Events. Where can I find her books? She's got her books, I guess, just on the main page. Okay. Well, these all look fine. You know, as far as these go, they all look fine. It's fine. It's fine. They all have the same... You know, some of these, like... Well, some of these have, like, interesting bad covers, and then a lot of them are just, like... You know, it's just a serviceable-looking cover that looks incredibly generic and basic, and like every other TikTok romance book. You know, and that's the state of Opal Rain there. Let's see here. We got Rose Santoriello. I gotta read through some of these at least, because some of them might not look good, but they might sound good. You know. You know. I mean, but so many of them also just sound like the same as everybody else. Regine Abel. Regine is a USA Today best-selling author of sci-fi and paranormal romance with kick-ass heroines. Blah, 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 blah. It's just the same shit. It's like, it's amazing that there's like 400 of these bitches. And none of them can come up with anything that sounds unique at all. It's all just the same shit. We got Rowan Merrick here, which just, I'm sorry, but Rowan Merrick looks like she has Down syndrome. Maybe she does. Maybe she does. Or maybe she's a little person. I don't know. You guys know little person is less demeaning than saying midget, apparently. Like, people will get mad at you if you say midget, and apparently they prefer to be called little people. I would kill myself if I was being referred to as a little person, but that's just me. Rowan Merrick here. Well, you can see what this one's going to be all about. Yeah, tentacles and teeth. I mean, here's a good one. Here's a great one. Rowan Merrick, Aliens of Doluna, Book 1. Theirs to Crave. Once again, large woman who loves to eat Oreos, surrounded by buff, sexy, ripped, height of their fucking game, like, alien men. You know, but as long as she's got a steady drip feed supply of Oreo juice, you know, like the sludge they put in between the cookies, like she's got an IV of that. Yeah. That's Rowan Merrick. We got a smut shop here too. We can... Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, she's selling cringe leggings for fucking $70 Canadian. cringe leggings. And these are the leggings. And, I have to assume they only come in this size. Oh, 4-way stretch fabric. That's good. You're gonna want to be able to stretch in these. And I can't even read what any of this fucking says. I can't even read what most of this fucking says. Velvet? Husband's velvet walls? I mean, if you really want that in your life, I guess, good for you. But, you know, what I can say is that the description for it says, velvet wrapped steel, lady garden, hot seed, meat curtains. Let the cringe embrace your flesh. The cringe has pockets. Yeah, oh god. Oh, it's just so embarrassing. It's just so embarrassing. Holy fuck. So here's your consent is sexy shirt. You know, and don't worry, it's got front and back, because may I blank you? So beautiful. More blank. Use your words. Gods, yes! That's my good insert pet name here. How much does this cost? Fucking $42. Man. Don't worry though, it comes in 5XL. You're probably gonna fucking need it. Good thing. It's good choice. That's let's see here. Yeah, that's Rowan Merrick. They, she. You know, there's nothing on the about page that implies that this person is a little person. So I have to assume that this is just a very unfortunate looking, you know, full-sized adult. Man. Nothing about Downs either. So I mean, maybe we can glean that from the books themselves and the cringe pants, but I don't know. Let's see here. Sabrina Cross introduced us to the bangable demons stuck inside giant crochet creatures we didn't know we needed. I don't think we do. Again, are trees being cut down for this? Are trees being cut down for this? Oh, guys, we can read a fucking story. Oh, these are good. So, okay, so a lot of these have really, really bad covers. You know, like a lot of the ones, and by really bad, I mean like really boring, really generic, you know, nothing interesting about them. But thankfully, Sabrina Cross, that's not a problem for her, because we have Pounded by the Pommel Horse, featuring some fucking clip art of a pommel horse and some random shit on the page. This one that's just like a phone with some stuff in the background. And then some of these yarn and monsters. We got this one where I guess someone fucks candy corn. That's pretty cool. We got this one. Once again, women be loving getting knotted. I mean, they really, really fuck them. I don't think there's been a single non-white lady in this whole fucking thing. A lamp romance in that one. Don't know if you noticed that. That was an MM lamp romance. I hope you, I hope you noticed that one. Content notes. Okay. It's good. So what's going on in the candy corn one? Candy corn one features grandparent death mentioned. Are none of these safe? Can't anybody write anything that doesn't feature such triggering material? I mean, Jesus Christ. The glory hole package. Sentient Pen 15. Content notes, no peens were harmed in the making of this book, but there is some light self-harm directed at the sentient peen. Peen. Thank you, Sabrina Cross, for your candy corn fucking romance. S.R. Griffith is noted in her description here as having something for everyone, including extremely weird peens. Seriously, I've seen some of her Google searches. Oh, wow. Sylvia Morrow, sentient pillow romance author. You know, you just enjoy that. You do whatever you're gonna do with that. Thea Mason with skin-tingling, thigh-clenching, dinner-burning, speculative romance. Good stuff. Next up, we got Tiffany Roberts, which this one's an interesting one. I saw this one before when I was looking through these, and Tiffany Roberts, really interesting one. At first glance, you know, you would assume that this is just like any other one of these authors. You know, cover looks the same. Fucking, you know, multiple of these that all pretty much look the same. You know, what's this one here? Oh yeah, Saved by the Alien Crime Boss. Aliens Among Us. You know, we got our content warnings over here, and of course this is some good stuff. I believe this was the one, let me just see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, no, this is not the one. There is another one on here. Another one of these pages has a content warning, and it is just food. Like, the existence of food is a content warning. This one does have self-inflicted food deprivation, so, you know, I mean, it's self-inflicted, just don't, forehead. Flashbacks of torture. Another content warning here for one called Unleashed is a why choose romance. That's a content warning, everybody. Make sure you're okay to deal with something like that. Memory of mass murder. Other woman kisses / touches hero, but he does not like it. That's a content warning. Yeah, you know, death, cancer, grief, a lot of stuff like that. And well, anyway, so this all seems like a pretty normal thing. If you go to the about, though, you find out the sordid truth. Tiffany Roberts is actually Tiffany and Robert Freund, a husband and wife writing duo from, I guess, Idaho and New York. We finally tracked down a guy in one of these fucking things. There's finally a guy writing on this, you know, this ridiculous website. Of all the people involved, there's finally a man. You know, you'd think there would be more people involved who are into this sort of thing who are like gay dudes, right? It's all women writing fucking M/M smut for them, I guess. It's literally the fucking fat bitch equivalent of like, you know, guys writing funny lesbian porn, lesbian anime or whatever. It's that shit. But, you know, yeah, there's a guy. He's here. Josh from Red Letter Media is here to write you some weird peen stories about self-inflicted food deprivation. It's not something that woman's ever experienced in her life, or the man, for that matter. Let's see here. Let's see here. We have I believe this will be the final one, I think, that I look at. Vera Valentine. Get ready to meet the queen of sentient object romance, Vera Valentine. Vera has been the inspiration for so many authors who have written sentient object or unusual shifter romances. Without Vera, we may not have had Stuffed or Stiff or Airpeen. Heaven forbid. I mean, I don't know how I would be able to go on. And this is how this lady looks. She's 42, everybody. You know, this is what Herbie Hops is gonna look like at 42. In more ways than one, frankly. But, you know, just not a pretty rough 42, I must say. Vera, she, her, is happily queer and polyamorous. Are you sure it's happy? Are you sure you're happy with your 6 cats and 2 dogs? I guess she has a husband. I guess that's just self-imposed 6 cats and 2 dogs. You know, just the one husband? I'm sorry, but when you're doing this shit where you're on this website and you're super into, like, weird peen nodding or whatever, I do have to worry about your polyamory and the fact that you're only listing your husband and your 6 cats and 2 dogs. I don't know what that's implying right now, but I for some reason I feel like it's not very good. I don't know. And you know, you can see some good stuff on here. You can see one where a person fucks bread. One where a person fucks a light bulb. Let's smash. That's a good one. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you got this one here where a lady fucks a Kool-Aid man. You know, like if I told you that this was going to be a stream where a lady wants to fuck a Kool-Aid man, I feel like you wouldn't have believed me. I feel like you just wouldn't have believed me, but it's right there. It's right there. There it is. This cold sweat. Absolutely filthy tale of a woman's taboo sauna tryst with her spicy beverage pitcher of a stepbrother. It's a stepbrother porn, too. It can't even just be lady wants to fuck a sentient Kool-Aid man. It has to also be, what are you doing, stepbro? It has to be that, too. Cool. Cool. So we can also find her infamous list of special silicone sculptures, which takes you to a Google docie, which I'm not going to click on, actually. I don't think I need to, but we can see some more of her books here. You know, I'm just looking through these now, and it's like it's a weird mix of, like, a lot of these look like really generic and shitty. You know what I mean? Like this just looks like a book that would be, you know, in any Kohl's or chapters or whatever. You know, it's just generic, completely basic cover. Very, very simple. And then you get ones like this. If it'll load up here. Yep. You get ones like this where I'm pretty sure the cover for this one, the text is like the Yakuza boss font. Maybe not quite, but it's like basically that. It's not very good. Wildly different stuff there. We got Stowaway. I don't know, where's Airpeen? I'm looking for Airpeen. God damn it. Appearances, author resources. No. I'm looking for Airpeen. Give me this. Solo work. No. Anthologies, maybe? Monsters in Love. Bound by the Monster. Okay. Evil Hearts. Co-writes. What's in co-writes here? Do we have... The Stockings Were Hung. Which I'm not even going to show. It looks like... Well, you know, I will show it because it actually has a pretty... This is what I'm looking for, right? Is like, we don't need all the ones with the floopy text that just looks like an AI made it. We need these ones where it looks like a David Dakota movie. Banged in the butt by my hung stocking, which was being banged in the butt. Thanks, Chuck Tingle. You know, you didn't technically write this one, but you loom large over it nonetheless. Let's see, appearances. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find her trigger warnings too, but I'm just not able to find any good trigger warning stuff on here. And she links a bunch of other sentient object romance. And I mean, like, you got your bases covered here. We got sentient balloon aminals. We got a sentient boat, sentient book, bubble tea. You ever wanted to fuck a bubble tea? Now you can. Cake and birthday cake. We got caps lock, sentient caps lock. We got sentient cheese, sentient Christmas stockings, of course, we just saw those. Sentient Clippy. What's sentient Clippy? Is this what I... Conquered by Clippy. It looks like you're trying to write a terrible story. Want some help? Sentient Clouds. Okay, no, this guy is just taking the piss. This is the same author here, Leonard Delaney. There was a Delaney earlier, wasn't there? But here we have Coaxed by the Copyright page. I mean, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I can't argue with that. Yeah, you can read Energizer Bunny porn. You can read freezer porn. You can buy all things Halloween decorations porn at the link below. You can check out hockey stick porn. You can check out Peeps/Marshmallows porn. Lint porn. Kudzu Vine porn. I mean, name it and it's on here. There's one here that's porn of a to-be-read list. Like, these aren't even objects, some of these are just, like, concepts. Thanksgiving food porn, UFO. You know, unfortunately, yeah, I'm just not finding any, trigger warnings on this one. And that's a shame, because I feel like that's extremely irresponsible. You know, I mean... Anyone could... Oh, there's some trigger warnings. There's a couple. You gotta go to, like, each individual book, but I'm too lazy for that shit. Anyway. With the brief exception of this one here, an artist who's showing up, whose name is, what's their name? Oh my fuck, boys! It's fucking Conky! Why is Conky at this fucking degenerate fair? But other than that, I think we're good. I've now made fun of fat women for long enough, and you know, they've brought me such joy with the Kool-Aid Man porn. So I can't in good conscience continue to do that. But that'll do it for the stream. We're gonna do some super chats here, and I'll wrap up. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope this wasn't too triggering for you. I didn't have any, you know, warnings in the description. Maybe I should start doing that. Start trigger warning stuff that just like warning, web pages shown. Warning, music plays at a point. I don't know. I don't know how these people get through their lives. I just don't know. I just don't know how they manage it. Let's see here. Put on some more music here. And where's that Spotify thing? Bring it up. So thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna do some super chats here, and I'm going to trigger warning user. Yeah, that would be important. $2 from Hunter Moore. Man, what a title! I know. I'm hoping it was good, as good for you as it was for me. $2 from Sean Shepherd Time. You can going look World of T-shirts is crow bad. The Bronx. $5 from Rexcellence. Good way to start off Pride Month, Claw. Playing D&D right now, but we'll catch later in the Unlisted Gang. I mean, I love Pride Month. That's why we did this stream, is to celebrate Pride Month with all those buff, sexy dudes fucking fat white women. $10 from Labilou. Still traumatized from the time my friend showed us all Omegaverse stuff at the drive-in. Don't know how other women are into this kind of thing. Also, she hates everyone now, so that's that. I mean, that's not... There's a lot of people that could apply to, but Yeah, the Omega... A lot of people have wanted me to do the Omega-verse thing for a while, so hopefully that appealed to some people. We got a bit of that. A little bordering into that. If you'd like to see a part 2 of this where we actually check out some of these amazing stories, you know, a lot of them seem to be very short, and I'm sure that they would be fun to read. Maybe somebody could put together some... You know, some of the sentient object ones sound pretty good. I wouldn't mind reading the one about the candy corn. 981 from Postman. Sue the spaghetti people! I mean, like, I don't know if I'm gonna sue them necessarily, but I am going to call, like, the Better Business Bureau that can't, whatever the Canadian version of that is, I'm gonna call that. $5 from Average Tokusatsu Enjoyer. Hey, if you ever do look at stuff on DeviantArt in the future, was hoping if you could look at Optimus Pride 1234 or Timbox 129. Well, I've looked at Timbox before. That's a familiar user. I know this user. Optimus Pride. Sure. You know, we'll save that. Thank you for the suggestion. It's not bringing up any deviations. Maybe it's maybe I need to log in. I probably need to log in. 11 months membership from Shark Gobbler. I have a sinister book buried in my shelf called Breeding with Bigfoot because I tried to gift it to my friend as a joke and she refused to take it. Good for her. You're a horrible person. I think we did see Breeding with Bigfoot at some point in this list, so, you know, you're represented. $5 from the Retro Shepherd to the tune of Spiral Mountain. Oh, hang on. To the tune of Spiral Mountain. Happy Pride Month to all the rainbow people from this bayouser to you all. Dun, 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 dun. And incest's a good thing to do. Incest's a good thing to do with your cousins and your mom and your brothers and... Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. $5 from Tippy Tubies. Nice! I get to procrastinate on recording voiceover for my video. Any tips on how to do it? Thanks for the stream. Playing Kid Icarus NES 3DS version. You know, don't put on a funny voice. I mean, like, if it's a funny voice, maybe, but don't do the thing where you're like, hello, I'm talking into a microphone. Like, you know, just try to be natural, I guess. Try to just be natural a little bit. $2 from Ranma Saotome. Touched by the gay/autistic rep. I feel so seen. I thought that was the name of one of those books for a second. Touched by the gay. That should be. I'll write that one. $20 from Shark Gobbler. Hi, Claw. Loving the stream. I found out the Mr. Uncle Bingo guy I mentioned in the last stream has a channel on here. Mr. J100. He has a Harley Quinn figure who he talks to about farting on each other, lol. Plus, he looks funny. Well, I mean, you know, farting Harley Quinn is just where we are as a society now, if you're not familiar with that really excellent, officially licensed DC comic. You know, that's real. It's out there. Now we listen to this one. Let's do this one. It's really out there. Where is the fucking... Are you kidding me? It just, like, lost my... It just lost the fucking... Okay. Your Mr. Uncle Bingo. I mean, it mostly seems like it's a bunch of fucking... Is this just some, like, Darkside Phil, like, orbiter? Is that what this is? Okay. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe. Maybe this will be something of interest, but... Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't hold your breath on it. I mean, if there's the Harley Quinn figure up with farting, you know, maybe that could be something. I don't know. $2 from Kanto 20, the Gelgoog Marine. Hey, Claw, what the fuck is that title? Why don't you watch and find out, dummy? Clem with 11 months. Hey, Claw, can't believe it's almost been a year. What an excellent stream topic today. Hope you have a good one. I mean, I think it was a pretty good one. I hope you all had a good one. It was a very good stream topic. $2 from Ranma Saotome. The trigger warnings are just spoiling all the good stuff. I know. I mean, over and above how ridiculous it is that people need trigger warnings for things like, you know, death mentioned off-screen in past. You know, like, that's embarrassing. People should be embarrassed if they need that. They should feel bad. Worse than they do if they read that shit, frankly. But even worse than that, yeah, I mean, it just spoils the whole fucking content of the story. Here's all of the themes that are ever brought up in this story. It's like, come on, why do you need, what the fuck is that about? $5 from P. This may strike some of you as harsh, but I believe everyone writing these stories should be sent into the sun. Hey, at least they burn off some calories. Thank you. $2 from Nix220. Unicorns seem more of a bestiality thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is, it feels like very much it's the animal element that they're attracted to. I mean, a lot of them, it is like a buff guy who happens to be like a wolf guy. And that's fine, but when the thing they're really into is being knotted, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, just... I guess it's good that you're not fucking your actual dog, but... I don't know, I mean, it just feels like it, you know... It feels pretty close to that. I don't know why this is socially acceptable. $2 from Agumonti1, some money. Thank you, I like money. $5 from Shark Gobbler. I read Splatterpunk, extreme horror books, and they don't give as many trigger warnings as these erotica books do, lol. Do they give trigger warning? Are you kidding me, though? Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this horror book. Oh, no, it might make me feel bad. Uh-oh. That's just embarrassing. Like, who's writing this shit? And they're like, oh, no, we don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable in this scene with the fucking genocide happening. You know, the firing squad scene. We don't need anyone feeling bad about this. Come on now. I mean, it leads to that shit where it's like the one with the baby, where it's like, yeah, babies die in the story, but it's not tragic, don't worry. I don't know, that's weird. That's just weird that it's not tragic. It should be. It should be. It's weird that you made this in the story and it's not tragic. $2 from Kompaku. More like produced by pounds, am I right? Oh man. Pounded by produce. Take that. I don't know, that one's already got a funny enough title though, but still pretty good. $2 from Em and Medfees. Check out Quan Mills books. Similar energies. I think I've seen Quan Mills. I think Bane informed me of Quan Mills, if I'm not mistaken. $2 from Javier de Sala. Don't point those big green sausages at me. I mean, there's just so many sexy ogres, though, and orcs. Like, you know, they're all over the place. $5 from Dr. Storm. My takeaway from all this is that women's ideas of monster guys are so much more tame and boring than guys' ideas of monster girls. Yeah, there was not a single jelly monster in this whole thing. How embarrassing. How fucking pedestrian. $2 from FM. Pouring myself a rum and coke for this one. You probably need it. You know, you should have booze for this. Let me see here. $2 from Agumon T1. More money. You know, thank you. I like more money. $2 from Ranma Saotome. Trigger warning. Super chat for $2. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wouldn't have been able to take that otherwise. $2 from Emma Metfees. Impregnated by a hood leprechaun from hell. That's a Quan Mills book? Okay. Well, that might be a good one for next time. $2 from Nix220. Alien on fire sounds like STDs. It does, yeah. It sounds something bad. Like, it sounds like a euphemism for something terrible. It sounds like a euphemism for something bad that happened to Lemro from Alien Private Eye. $2 from Flatworm Steve. The horned up on a Tuesday afternoon king. Yeah, I mean, so many of these could just be titles of these books, and it's great. Mimbles, the Super Shadow and Shrek Donkey Baby fan, member for 7 months. Thank you. Gaped by a gremlin, the new gremlin in class. Trigger warning, scars, rope, name calling, penis envy, Korean. Oh god, you saved the worst for last on that one. Yeah, new gremlin in class. Poor little white gremlin. $2 from Arc Novus Technicus. Trigger warning! Trigger warnings. I mean, I need that. I legitimately, if anyone has ever needed that, it is me. People often, they think they have like a funny joke when they don't like what I have to say about trigger warnings. They're like, oh, this guy seems pretty triggered by trigger warnings. Yes, I am. Yes! Congratulations, you've cracked the secret code. I fucking hate these things. I've hated them since the first time I found out about them. And they've only gotten dumber since then. $5 from ZM. How is there an audience of people who want to read human bangs alien / monster in every hole, but get triggered by needles, blood, genitalia, sporks? I know, to Penguin of Doom. I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. You might be unsolicitedly sporked. $2 from Flatworm Steve. To quote Steve Carell from Anchorman, I love lamp. I haven't seen Anchorman in a long time. I don't really get the reference. 5 CHF from Super Mario Hack. At this point, I'm convinced that people like this use LGBTQ+ as a self-label for, I have a weird fetish which I made my identity, now accept it. Yes, probably. I mean, and then they have to pay some, like, minor lip service to, oh yeah, whatever, there's a 20-page story where a guy fucks a guy, whatever. But, like, most of it is just fat white lady with big sexy guy with fur, you know. Or sexy candy corn, I guess. 420 from Zach Fain. Great stream. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I couldn't have done it without everybody here watching. Ralph Ryder, welcome to Certified Sicko. Thank you very much. Javier De Sala with $2. Favorite Sonic vocal track and why? I don't know. That one changes up pretty often, you know. I have a real fondness for, like, Sonic Boom. You know, special shoutouts go to the one thing that's good about Sonic Forces, which is that one song that's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, shining. I like that one. It's one of the, like, early levels, you get that one. I don't know, Sonic Frontiers mostly just has garbage music. I mean, the boss themes are okay. You know, they're fine. They don't fit a Sonic game. So many fucking people saw that shit and they were like, oh man, finally there's music that fits in a Sonic game! And it's a song with the lyrics, what is it? It's like, fuck my life into pieces, my bed is in ruins, or something. That's a song that's in a Sonic game. I don't know, man. I don't think it fits, personally. That's not my thing. You know, I mean, I don't know. Favorite? You know what? I'll go with my current favorite. I really like Team Chaotix. That's a banger. $2 from Just Larm. Trigger warning, users afoot! I know, they're everywhere. And Penix. Croc Plunder Enthusiast with $5. My dumbass somehow managed to cut my foot on a drawer and now I'm limping. Thanks for the stream in these trying times. Well, they sure are trying. I mean, I've been limping for, like, nearly a month at this point. I've been really not feeling very good in the back region. It's been, you know, getting better, and then I push too hard, and it gets worse. You know the way it is when you're a stubborn man and you don't care about the fact that you feel bad. You just want to get things done. It's like, no, I'm going to the fucking supermarket, you know. I'm not ordering shit tonight. Fuck this. I don't care if I put myself back by a day. Whatever. That just keeps happening. $10 from Benji! It's like 1,000 J's. It's not 1,000 I's, but I don't know how to... Benji Films for Conquered by Clippy. Well, thank you for the $10. I'm glad that I earned money for that other person's book. Good stuff. Thank you. Member for 16 months, Baneblade. Trigger warning, Megoose and Methuse mentioned. Man, that would be a good name for a campaign, like, as a book, though. Megoose and Methuse. Methuse and the Megoose. There you go. That's how you do it. Well, that'll do it for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you had fun. This was just a short one. I just had one thing I wanted to talk about today. And, you know, I think we were successful with our one thing. So, hopefully you guys got a good feed of content here. You know, I made you some content! Take it easy, everybody. Penis.